Prologue, when Aetherion, the celestial primordial, met his cataclysmic end, the heavens were destroyed. His divine essence in his radiant physical form of infinite hues shattered like a star struck by the hammer of eternity, its fragments streaking across the sky in a blaze of prismatic fury. These shards, each a pulsing ember of godhood, plummeted to the mortal realm, searing through the veil between divine and earthly. Where they landed, the earth trembled, mountains wept molten tears, and rivers boiled with iridescent light. Humans touched by these fragments awoke transformed, their eyes aglow with unnatural fire, their veins thrumming with a power that rewrote their very souls. Thus began the Age of Essence, a world reborn in the crucible of a god's demise, where the air hums with raw, untamed energy, and every breath carries the weight of divine potential. In this new world, essence is not merely power, it is the pulse of existence, a shimmering force that dances in the air like liquid starlight. It pools in the hollows of ancient forests, glints in the facets of towering crystals, and coils like smoke in the shadows of forgotten ruins. Essence is wealth, hoarded in glowing vials and bartered in markets where whispers hold more value than gold. It is the currency of ambition, the fuel of empires, and the spark that ignites both creation and ruin. From the ashes of Aetherion's fall rose Otin Obscuro, the primordial who defeated Aetherion. He wove order from chaos, his hands shaping the raw essence of the world into a tapestry of dominion. At his command, the mortal realm was sundered into 5 provinces, each a vibrant shard of his vision pulsing with its own rhythm and ruled by his 5 supremes. Masters of essence whose names are whispered in awe and fear. Orien, once known as America, now stands as the unchallenged province of essence tech supremacy, a province forged in brilliance, precision, and elemental ambition. Its cities, like Vorein and Echelon's Reach, are masterpieces of design and divine engineering carved from vast veins of smoky quartz and flawless amethyst. These structures refract the rising sun into cascading mosaics of light that dance across every surface, turning entire skylines into living kaleidoscopes. Towering spires ascend like blades of light, their tips piercing the clouds, cloaked in ever-shifting hues of essence-charged mist that ripple with arcane energy. Bridges float, suspended by gravitational runes linking platforms and citadels that hover with effortless elegance above the ground. The streets below pulse with a constant thrum and otherworldly vibration born from the fusion of divine circuitry and machine soul. Essence reactive panels line every facade, shifting in hue and texture based on atmospheric conditions and the emotions of the populace. Market plazas shimmer with holographic banners scripted in ancient glyphs, while arc forges hum in the background, birthing weapons and armor laced with reality-bending potential. In Orien, even silence feels engineered, structured, intentional, humming with purpose. It is a place where war is refined, invention is sacred, and the very air crackles with the audacity of progress. Zuvaal, carved from the soul of the old Africa, stands as a defiant testament to heritage, resilience, and rebirth through essence. Its cities like Otin Obscuro, Odan Remy, and Kairoth Vale rise with regal beauty, blending sun-soaked stone, polished gold-tinted alloys, and towering sanctuaries etched with ancestral sigils that pulse with divine essence. Modern buildings shimmer with solar-infused walls and essence-veined columns, while rooftops flourish with sacred gardens grown in perfect harmony with energy-circulating glyphs. Grand castles and essence sanctuaries crown the skylines, humming with ceremonial chants woven into their very frameworks. Yet beyond the gilded avenues lie the slums' fractured zones, like the slums of Noxara, where buildings sag under neglect, patched with scrap tech and flickering essence conduits. Still, even here, ancestral murals whisper pride, and makeshift shrines blaze with unyielding spirit. In Zuvaal, progress and poverty exist side by side, but both are bound by a heritage that breathes through every stone, leaf, and essence flame, untamed, unforgotten, and unbroken. Anthion, once known as Australia, is a province where nature and essence tech have merged into a radiant, breathing utopia. Its cities like Leora's Cradle and Viramontis rise in harmony with the land, sculpted from translucent quartz and living crystal that refract ambient essence into shifting rainbows across the forest canopy. Buildings spiral organically like grown architecture, layered with essence circuits that glow gently within their crystalline frames, resonating with the will of their inhabitants. Bridges of light span waterfalls of liquefied energy, while public squares bloom with flora that respond to emotion, opening or closing with a passerby's presence. Hovering platforms drift through the air like leaves on wind, powered by nature-aligned cores pulsing in sync with the province's life force. In Anthion, technology does not conquer nature, it listens to it. The cities feel alive, sanctuaries where spirit, stone, and civilization dance as one in a luminous eternal dawn. Vorein, once the continent of Europe, now drapes itself in eternal twilight, a realm where essence and architecture intertwine in haunting beauty. Its cities, like Noctilin and Virelion, rise as elegant fortresses of obsidian steel, mirrored glass, and essence-threaded stone, their surfaces reflecting not just light, but memory and intent. Towers spiral like frozen smoke, adorned with floating sigils that drift along their facades, reacting to the emotions of passers-by. Streets are paved with soul glass that shimmers beneath the mist, glowing faintly with every footstep, while overhead, bridges of woven ether connect hovering districts, suspended in silent grace. Even in their advancement, these cities retain an air of mystery, elegant, precise, but touched by sorrow, where each building sings with quiet power, and shadows seem to move with sentient will. In Vorein, beauty is laced with danger, and every corner of its modernized cities pulses with secrets woven into the very walls. And finally, Azaria, once the continent of Asia, now stands as a province transformed by the Schism. Its cities a breathtaking fusion of modern innovation and divine essence. Towering skyscrapers of glass and steel pierce the skies, but each is layered with ethereal conduits. Veins of glowing essence that pulse through the structures like living arteries. Cities like Neokyra and Shenzhou Prime hum with mystic energy, where bullet trains glide on levitating tracks carved from infused obsidian, and digital screens shimmer with glyphic code powered by spirit-bound cores. Temples have evolved into sanctuaries of convergence, half cybernetic, half celestial, where data flows side by side with prayers. Buildings shift color and shape subtly in response to their dwellers' essence resonance, making every structure a living monument to power and adaptation. The air thrums with low, harmonious vibrations, and neon-lit skylines bleed into starlit haze, casting Azaria as a realm caught between the memory of Earth and the heartbeat of divinity. At the center of this fractured world looms the obsidian spire, Otin Obscuro's stronghold, a monolith of gleaming black stone that seems to drink the light from the sky. Its surface crawls with veins of essence that pulse like a heartbeat, and its peak is crowned by a storm of swirling energy that never ceases. Within its shadowed halls, Otin sits upon a throne of shattered stars, his gaze piercing the veil of time and space. The spire is both sanctuary and prison, a nexus where essence flows like a river, binding the provinces to his will. Yet beneath its unyielding surface, cracks form whispers of rebellion. Rogue essence wielders who defy the supremes, and ancient secrets buried in Aetherion shards that threaten to unravel Otin's perfect order. In the age of essence, the world is alive with possibility and peril. Every soul is a spark, every spark a potential inferno, and the world trembles on the edge of chaos, bound only by the iron will of Otin Obscuro and the loyalty of his supremes. This new world is one defined not by mortal ambition but by the mastery of essence, a force that shaped the world of mortals. A weapon of resource, transcendence, and destruction. A fire that could burn away mortality or elevate its wielder. To touch essence was to begin a metamorphosis, to tread a path not meant for mortals but pursued with relentless fervor. This journey, perilous and divine, became known as the Essence Ladder of Ascension, a celestial hierarchy where power was measured not merely by strength but by the soul's transformation toward godhood. The Ladder of Ascension is a path of ranks, each a tier of existence that elevates the wielder closer to the divine. Each rank is a crucible, forging the soul through trials of will, power, and sacrifice. These are the ranks of transcendence. Awakened rank. At the foot of the divine ladder, the awakened stand as fledgling bearers of a cosmic gift, their souls kissed by the faintest spark of divinity. Within them, divine fragments flicker like embers in a dying hearth, fragile yet pulsing with untamed potential. They are candles caught in a tempest, their light trembling against the howling winds of mortality. The essence within them is raw and unpolished, a whisper of power that surges unpredictably through their veins. Some awakened in the early stages of essence discovery might feel their essence flare in moments of desperation, a sudden burst of strength to lift a fallen beam, a fleeting glimpse of unseen truths, or a spark that ignites the air around them. Yet this power is fleeting, unreliable, and in some cases be as dangerous to them as it is to others. They are children of divinity, stumbling in the dark, their souls alight with possibility but unmoored by inexperience. Initiate rank. The initiate has taken the first true step into mastery, their essence no longer a wild spark but a flame honed by discipline and will. They surpass the awakened in learning to wield their divine fragment as an extension of themselves, shaping it with the precision of a sculptor chiseling marble. Their essence becomes a living tool, responsive to their intent, a blaze that dances at their fingertips, weaving ribbons of fire through the air. A blade that hums with unnatural sharpness, bending steel as if it were clay. A touch that knits torn flesh or mends shattered bone. Or shadows that coil and writhe, swallowing light and sound in their embrace. They walk with confidence, their presence marked by a subtle hum of power that sets them apart from the mundane and awakened. Yet, for all their skill, they remain tethered to mortality, their essence a mere echo of the divine heights they aspire to. To witness an initiate is to see potential tempered by resilience, a mortal soul daring to grasp the divine. Ascended rank, the ascended has taken the first step to transcend their mortal coil, their essence no longer a tool but an intrinsic part of their being. They are not merely wielders of power, they are power, their souls woven with the threads of divinity itself. To stand in their presence is to feel the world warp and tremble. Gravity stutters, light bends into unnatural hues, and thoughts falter under the weight of their aura. The ascended embody divine themes, creation, destruction, time, or fate, each one a living testament to a cosmic truth. An ascended of creation might summon forests from barren stone, their voice coaxing life from nothingness. One of destruction could reduce stone to ash with a glance, their wrath a storm that sunders mountains. Though still mortals, their very existence is a reminder that mortals have the potential to very well transcend to divinity. They are beacons of rebirth that humbles all who behold them. They move through the world as with such poise that tramples the power of the awakened and initiate. Their footsteps leaving ripples, their gaze heavy with the weight of divine purpose. To encounter an ascended is to feel the fleeting glimpse of eternity through a mortal lens. Nullborn rank. The nullborn teeter on the precipice of godhood. Unlike the awakened, initiate, or ascended, their humanity a fading memory as they straddle the line between mortal and divine. They are the apex of mortal potential, yet their power is both a blessing and a curse, wrapped in a mantle of grief and isolation. Their essence, though very refined at this stage, is catastrophic, capable of leveling mountains with a gesture, unraveling minds with a whisper, or reshaping the fabric of reality with a thought. A nullborn's presence crackles the air around them. Shadows twist unnaturally, and the earth groans beneath their steps. They are haunted by their transcendence, their souls heavy with the humanity they've sacrificed. Once they laughed, loved, and dreamed as mortals do. Now they are revered and feared, walking tragedies who wield divinity as both weapon and shackle. A nullborn of time might pause the world's heartbeat, freezing moments in crystalline stillness, while one of fate could sever the threads of destiny, rewriting lives with a flick of their will. Voidborn rank. The Voidborn are anomalies, demigods unbound by the laws that govern reality. They do not merely wield essence, they reshape it, as an artist molds clay into forms divine or profane. Their power is a paradox, a ripple in the fabric of existence that defies comprehension. Space unravels at their touch, folding and twisting into impossible geometries. Fate bends to their whims, destinies rewritten with a thought. Meaning itself shifts in their presence, as if reality redefines itself to accommodate their will. A Voidborn's gaze is a glimpse into infinity beyond the reach of the ascended or nullborn. Their voice a chorus of cosmic truths that mortal minds struggle to grasp. They are both creators and destroyers, capable of forging or unraveling their infinite domain or that of their enemies. A feat which an awakened, initiate, ascended, and even the nullborn cannot boast of. To witness a Voidborn is to stand at the edge of the abyss, where the boundaries of existence blur and the universe holds its breath. They are revered as demigods, feared as harbingers of chaos, and worshipped as living enigmas whose very existence challenges the order of creation. Supreme. The Supreme are gods incarnate, their power so vast it borders on omnipotence. They are not measured by rank but by divinity itself. A Supreme transcends the level of rank or class. They are not mere wielders of essence but forces of will, their desires reshaping reality with the inevitability of a tidal wave. A Supreme's presence is a cataclysm. Cities crumble to dust if they wish it. Skies burn with colors unseen by mortal eyes, and the laws of nature kneel in submission. Their essence is a torrent, a storm of divine energy that warps the world to their design. A Supreme of creation might raise continents from the sea, their breath igniting stars in the void. One of destruction could unravel existence itself, reducing galaxies to ash with a thought. Their whims are law, their anger annihilation. To challenge a Supreme is to invite obliteration, for they are the arbiters of reality, their will an unbreakable edict. Mortals and warriors of class and ranks alike bow bow before them, their presence a reminder that even the mortals regarded as demigods trembles in the shadow of true godhood. Primordial. At the zenith of existence stand the primordial, the gods of gods, entities whose essence predates time, cosmos, and the very concept of divinity. They are not beings who wield power. They are the power from which all other powers were born, even that of the supremes. The raw, refined source from which all essence, all ranks, and all divine fragments originate. A primordial's existence is a cosmic truth, their presence a fracture in reality that spawns dimensions or shatters realms with every breath. They do not channel essence, they generate it, their thoughts weaving the fabric of existence, their gestures sculpting the laws of creation, their will capable of annihilating all that is. A primordial's gaze is the weight of eternity, their voice a symphony of creation and destruction that echoes across the multiverse. They are sentient forces, the wellspring of all divinity, their every action a ripple that reshapes the cosmos. To stand before a primordial is to confront the infinite, to feel the universe's heartbeat falter, and to know that all existence is but a fleeting dream in their unfathomable minds. Essence classes, the vessels of mastery. Within each rank lies another measure of power regarded as the classes in each rank. The higher the class, the higher the number of vessels. Vessels are spiritual conduits that channel divine energy through the wielder's soul. The number of vessels determines a wielder's class, a reflection of their refinement, technique, and inner transformation. Each class is a step toward mastery, a sharpening of the soul's edge. Elite 1 vessel. Raw and at the premature stage, elites are the least refined yet are full of potential. Warrior 2 vessels. Stable and combative, warriors channel essence with precision, their techniques honed for battle. They are the soldiers of the essence world, their power a blade tempered by discipline. Aberrant 3 vessels. Here, essence begins to evolve, twisting into strange and unpredictable forms. Aberrant wield powers that defy logic, their potential is as wondrous as it is dangerous. Cyclone 4 vessels. Essence roars through cyclones like a storm, a force of both carnage and control. They wield their power with devastating mastery, capable of leveling armies or reshaping landscapes with a gesture. Veil Strider Femme Fartig. Boundary walkers who slip between the veils of dimensions, Veil Striders tread where the others cannot. Their essence dances on the edge of reality, weaving through the fabric of existence with effortless grace. Mithril 6 vessels. Lost legends only whispered and unknown. Mithrils are beings of divine inheritance, their essence so potent that reality bends to their breath. Only a cosmic upheaval or a bloodline touched by the primordial could awaken this class, and their existence is a myth even among the ascended. Power, rank versus class. Rank is the sky, a vast, unreachable expanse that defines the limits of a wielder's power. Class is how far one soars within that sky, a measure of finesse and mastery within a rank's boundaries. It is evident to note that an awakened Veil Strider, consisting of 5 vessels regarded as the peak of awakened, is still marginally weaker than an initiate elite, 1 vessel base of initiate. The awakened Veil Strider has mastery over their rank, but essence itself marginally changes, transcends to a higher rank. Hence, an initiate taps into a higher frequency of reality than an awakened regardless of class. Now imagine an awakened mithril. This is someone who has defied expectations. They would be a legend, one step from becoming initiate, perhaps even warping their rank unnaturally. Still, they remain just beneath an initiate in terms of power. Class refines the blade. Rank forges it anew. Ranks and power scaling. Awakened. The ember of divinity. At the base of the celestial ladder lies the awakened, those mortals who have glimpsed the divine spark within. Their power is a faint flicker, a nascent ember glowing in the vast darkness of mortal limitation. An awakened warrior wields strength beyond the common folk, and their muscles infused with a trace of ethereal energy, and their senses sharpened to perceive whispers of the cosmos. They are the newly born, standing at the precipice of greatness, their potential a fragile flame that may yet flare into something magnificent or gutter out in obscurity. In battle, their strikes carry the weight of destiny, but they are the weakest in rank, mere infants in the grand hierarchy. Initiate, the forged flame. 10 times mightier than the awakened, the initiate has fanned their divine ember into a steady flame. These warriors have undergone trials that temper their body and spirit, forging them into vessels capable of channeling greater cosmic energies. Their presence commands respect, their movements a blur of precision and power that shatters stone and sunders steel. An An initiate's aura pulses with latent divinity, their eyes glowing faintly with the promise of greater ascension. They wield elemental forces with rudimentary mastery. Flames dance at their fingertips. Winds bow to their will, and the earth trembles at their step. Yet for all their might, they are but apprentices in the grand hierarchy, their power a mere shadow of what lies above. Ascended, the radiant vanguard. The Ascended are beings of radiant power, their strength 20 times that of an awakened and 10 times that of an initiate. They have taken the first step of transcending their mortal constraints, their bodies suffused with divine essence that renders them near invulnerable to mundane forces. An Ascended warrior moves with the grace of a celestial storm, their every strike a cataclysm that reshapes the battlefield. Their mastery over elemental and arcane forces is profound. Mountains crumble at their command. Skies weep torrents at their whim, and their gaze can pierce the veil of reality itself. Clad in auras that shimmer like starlight, Ascended are heralds of the divine, their presence a beacon of awe and terror. Yet even they are but a stepping stone to greater heights, barely scratching the surface of divinity. Nullborn, the Void's chosen. The Nullborn stand as titans among the Ascended, their power 30 times that of an awakened, 20 times that of an initiate, and 10 times that of an Ascended. They are the chosen of the Void, warriors whose very existence warps the fabric of reality. A Nullborn's presence is a paradox, simultaneously radiant and devouring, as if they draw light and life into an endless abyss within. Their strikes sunder dimensions, their voices carry the weight of collapsing stars, and their will bends the laws of physics to their desires. Nullborn wield powers that defy comprehension, summoning voids that erase matter, manipulating time in fleeting bursts or weaving energies that unravel mortal minds. They are harbingers of cosmic upheaval, yet even their might pales before the ranks above. Voidborn, the abyss incarnate. The Voidborn are the embodiment of cosmic dread, their power 40 times that of an awakened, 30 times that of an initiate, 20 times that of an Ascended, and 10 times that of a Nullborn. They are no longer bound by the constraints of the mortal world, their forms shimmering with the essence of the primordial void from which all creation sprang. A Voidborn's presence distorts reality, their footsteps leaving trails of fractured space, their breath igniting tempests of raw energy. They wield dominion over forces beyond mortal ken. Black holes bend to their will, time flows at their command, and entire realms quiver at their approach. To face a Voidborn is to confront the abyss itself, a force so overwhelming that even the mightiest Nullborn seem but children in their shadow. Supreme, the world-altering gods. The Supreme are beings of such incomprehensible power that comparisons to lesser ranks become meaningless. They are world-altering gods, their very existence a fulcrum upon which the fate of realities turns. The Supreme's presence reshapes the cosmos. Mountains rise or fall at their whim, stars are born or extinguished with a thought, and the tapestry of fate itself bends to their desires. Their power is not merely a matter of strength but of dominion, their will an unbreakable law that governs entire worlds. The Supreme's aura is a radiant maelstrom, a kaleidoscope of divine energies that blinds the eyes of mortals and demigods, even shattering lesser minds. To stand before a Supreme is to witness the divine made manifest, a force so vast that even the Voidborn are but motes of dust in their presence. Primordial, the cosmic deity. At the apex of the celestial hierarchy stands the Primordial, a cosmic deity whose power defies all comprehension, surpassing even the Supreme in ways that render rivalry unthinkable. They are the gods of gods, the architects of existence itself, their essence woven into the very fabric of the multiverse. A Primordial's presence is a cosmic event, their gaze capable of unraveling galaxies, their voice a symphony that births or destroys universes. Time, space, and causality are their playthings, reshaped with a mere flicker of intent. To speak of a Primordial's power is to speak of infinity, an endless, boundless force that transcends all other ranks, even the Supremes considered gods in their own right. They are the eternal, the unassailable, the origin and end of all that is and ever will be. The path to ascension. No mortal climbs the ladder of ascension by will alone. The path is fraught with peril, demanding trials that break the body, mind, and soul. To ascend from one rank to the next, a wielder must endure one of 3 sacred catalysts. Through continuous absorption of essence orbs. The more orbs a wielder absorbs, the stronger they become. The higher the potency of the orb, the higher the scale and power it gives the wielder. Direct contact with a divine fragment. The crystals of Aetherion, shards of the Primordial's essence, pulse with divine essence and energy. though rare to find as they are hidden in the vilest parts of the corrupt forest, but those who survive and find them are forever changed, their essence elevated to a higher rank or class. Bloodline awakening. Some carry dormant god genes, slivers of divinity woven into their lineage. These awaken only through divine trauma moments of profound loss, revelation, or cosmic alignment. Though in rare occurrences, the bloodline ignites, burning wielder's soul with the fire of their ancestors, propelling them up the ladder. To climb the ladder towards divinity is to leave behind the world of men and embrace the divine, even as the darkness of Otin Obscuro looms ever closer, his corruption whispering through the veil. In this fractured world where essence is both salvation and doom, only the bold or the broken dare to ascend.
Greetings, fellow seekers of the extraordinary. Thank you for watching and listening to today's unveiling. You've just glimpsed the opening threads of a vast, immersive tapestry, a mythological epic crafted with care, soul, and reverence for storytelling. This project, The Divine Schism, is a work of passion and imagination, written and brought to life by Xanos. It is more than a novel. It is a world in the making, a realm of shattered gods, essence wielders, and ancient truths clawing their way back into the light. Currently in development, the first volume of this saga is taking form one chapter at a time, and I'm excited to announce that exactly 1 week from today, I'll be uploading Chapter 1, fully narrated and brought to life with stunning visual illustrations, each frame meticulously designed to capture the soul of the story. From that point forward, a new chapter will be released every week, pulling you deeper into the divine conflict, the fractured realms, and the lives of those chosen to shape fate itself. Expect heartbreak, glory, battles that tear at the fabric of reality, and characters that will live in your memory long after the screen fades to black. So stay tuned, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a drop of essence from this ever-expanding saga. Your thoughts and insights are always welcome. Comment below and let me know how the prologue resonated with you. Every voice adds to the legend. Thank you once again for stepping into this journey with me. Until next week, may your essence burn bright. Xanos.